Channel. Okay, we've been following a story about a yacht, a 20-meter or 65-foot yacht named Cujo. The vessel sent out a distress call on the 29th of last month saying that they were taking on water. According to the Maritime Gendarmerie, it happened about 35 kilometers off the coast of Beaulieu-sur-Mer. Now, a post from the Gendarmerie said that the distress signal was received on the July 29th at 12:30 p.m. and the vessel had reported taking on water in the engine room with 7 people on board. Now, the search and rescue dispatched their vessel. They also asked another vessel that had responded to the distress call to go to the area. When the search and rescue vessel arrived in the area, they said that they saw a life raft with the 7 people on board, and the vessel was already sinking. So they did a quick health check on the people, the castaways they call them, and then they were loaded onto the sailboat, and the sailboat took them to Beaulieu. The cabins of the yacht were already flooded by this time, and only a few suitcases located in the galley and on the deck could be recovered by the gendarmes. So, like I said, the vessel, the sailing boat with all of the people, the castaways on, they were taken ashore, and the search and rescue vessel stayed in the area, and they watched the vessel sink, and it sank in 2,500 meters of water with 7,000 liters of fuel on board. Now, they don't currently know what the cause of the accident was, but based on reporting by Boat International said that they had a source that said something had been floating in the water and they had hit whatever it was and they pierced the hull and they started to take on water. Now, it's a very interesting boat, this boat. It was built in 1972 in Italy, and it was built for someone called John von Neumann. You might know him if you're a senior. He, in the 70s and 80s, he was a former racing driver, and he had a dealership in the US, and he was the first person to bring Porsche and Volkswagen to the United States. Now, the vessel was later on sold to Mohammed Khashoggi, who was an arms dealer, and he was also the cousin of Dodi Al Fayed. Now, eventually, a few years later, Dodi Al Fayed purchased the yacht, and he did a refit on the yacht, and he used it, and he was very fond of this yacht. Now, if you don't recognize that name, he was turned out the last boyfriend of Princess Diana. Now, that they were in the 90s, there were lots of photographs of them on a yacht taken by the paparazzi, and this yacht, most of the time, the pictures were from this yacht that Dodi Al Fayed owned. Now, they were using this yacht just a few days before that fatal accident in the tunnel in France. They'd been on that yacht just a few days before, and it was a military style type yacht, and it had a top speed of 42 knots, so it was a fast vessel. Not sure how fast they were traveling when they hit whatever it was that was floating in the water, but yeah. So yeah. Anyway, everyone was recovered. There were no injuries apparently, and yeah, an investigation will no doubt be underway. Hi, thanks very much for watching this video. You've been watching a Super Yacht News clip. If you'd like to see the full unedited Super Yacht News video, you can click on the link over here. You can also find our channel links below here. And if you'd like to see more shorter videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to this channel.